Are they real? We'll find out.
Are they real? Maybe.
You know, it'd be a fun thing to talk about. Are they real?
Yeah, it would. Find out if they are real. Andy Dalton, he's better than Aaron Rodgers. In fantasy point scoring right now. Officially.
From Alpha to Omega, VHS to Beta, PlayStation to Sega, my skill is still greater. The sickest thing since VD, wicked like Ouija. Live my life crooked like the left finger on ET. Please believe me, this be the realest thing I ever wrote. Right after
talking about me again. Trash talking son of. Welcome to the Fantasy Football Profit Podcast. We're here on YouTube and we're gonna answer a few burning questions. And today we're gonna talk about.
Is Andy Dalton better than Aaron Rodgers? Okay, no, I'm just kidding. All right, that's not it. That's not it. But, I mean, if you look at the ranks, if you look at the per-game scoring he is, after 4 weeks, 26 points a game for Andy Dalton. Rodgers has 22.5. This is 4-game sample size.
Yeah, so the question here is, are they for real or not?
Yeah, it's like Andy Dalton. That's like, if you look at the quarterbacks, he has to be the one that, you look at the top 10, he's the one that stands out the most.
So are you buying into Andy Dalton?
I kind of am. I think I am buying into Andy Dalton. It's because his offense, I've seen it, well, I don't remember what year that was. It was a couple years ago. He was a top 10 guy almost all year. Mm-hmm. He ended up probably in the top 5. And he's had, 4 games this year that have all been pretty solid, except for that 4 interception game where he became Andy Dalton.
Right. But at the same time, their offense looks so much better. Mm-hmm. The fact that he has not only A.J. Green, which he leans on year in, year out, which is a very good thing, but Boyd, the emergence of Boyd has been huge for him. The fact that he can throw to this guy double-digit times if need be, and then you have John Ross, who's not the number 2, but he can stretch the field. He has a couple touchdowns. Hopefully he'll become more involved. And he will have Mixon coming back, who can only help.
I think he's a worthwhile start. I really do, because, right now, he's ahead of Ben Roethlisberger, Andrew Luck, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson. That's not bad. It's 4 games, too.
And that's the question. Okay. You definitely would stream it, right?
Well, yeah, but at this point, obviously, we still want Rodgers ahead of him. We still want Brady, that kind of thing. I want Andy Dalton over Russell Wilson. I do.
I do, too. I think I would want him over Stafford. Would you go that far?
Stafford at least has weapons. Which,
without a doubt,
that makes me think Stafford's very close. But, I would, they're actually similar, though. They're very similar. They're really, they are very similar. That's, wow.
Yeah, it's weird to think about, but I would have no issue starting Andy Dalton.
But I can't trust Russell Wilson right now.
No.
But Andy Dalton, I think, is going to be there every week.
True.
So
he's our QB. We say he's for real.
So I think I got 2 running backs here. One is the 6th in points per game right now. In standard scoring. Carlos Hyde.
Yeah.
Carlos Hyde. He's 15 points a game in standard. He's 6 right now. Or the 7th. He's 7th. He's 7th player. So he's ahead of, Kareem Hunt and Christian McCaffrey, David Johnson. You know what? I think Carlos Hyde's actually for real, because I think we always bought into Carlos Hyde. We've always liked the player.
Always liked the talent.
I just didn't know how Nick Chubb would be used, and even Duke Johnson.
And this is where we'll have to say, when you say for real, do you mean that he's going to finish top 10?
I think he very well could finish top 10. If he continues this volume, there's no way he's not going to finish top 10. But he can get hurt very easily. Any running back can.
Yeah.
But Hyde wouldn't surprise me. But if he continues his volume, there's no way he's not going to be top 10. Easy.
I agree. Do you think that Nick Chubb, and this is going to be the question I assume everyone will ask as well, Nick Chubb had that game where he only 3 carries but big playability. Yep. Will he eat into any of his work? And if it keeps him healthy, isn't that necessarily a bad thing?
I don't think it's going to be necessarily a lot, but he can eat into some of his work, and it still is going to get plenty, because these are the carries for the year. 22, then 16, 23, 22. He can lose a couple carries and still be fine.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And he hasn't even hit 100 yards in a game. It's not even that. It's like they use him in the goal line.
That's the thing. I do hope that he gets a few more yards, because I don't want him to always rely on touchdowns. But I do. I think Hyde is for real. And it's hard to say that, because it's not like he hasn't been in past.
Yep. Now, James White. Okay. James White. What do we got James White at here? 7, 8, 9, 10. He's the 11th in standard. So even in standard, he's 11th. PPR, we all know, probably pretty solid. James White, is he for real?
I think he's for real.
I don't think he's for real.
No?
No.
I do.
I don't buy it.
I do this for this. And no. I don't think he'll be a top 10. But, I guess that would be the question. What is for real? Will he finish a top
Stays.
20? I would say yes, absolutely.
Maybe only because other players are going to get injured and he might stay healthy.
I don't think that. And why do you say he's not for real though?
I don't buy it.
The running backs behind
Okay,
him.
he's going to be very solid. I just don't.
I think Michelle will be the rusher.
In standard scoring, I guess I'm always so I can't buy into these receiving backs. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't.
But you like
a guy
McCaffrey.
but he also runs the ball.
Yeah, not,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. On the
did
year.
have 20
Okay.
last week.
On the year, James White has. Let's see here. 21 carries on the year. 21 carries on the entire season for 4 games. 21. You know, McCaffrey had that 28 carry game. He's a little different. McCaffrey had. Okay, and then I don't know. Look it up. It's gonna ruin my point.
Yeah, I was gonna say before that game, McCaffrey didn't get a whole lot of carries either, and it's true. White doesn't get as many touches as we would like a primary back to get. He's
Yep.
not the primary back.
Yep.
But I think he will get enough work out of that backfield because they like to throw it, and he is. I think he has the passing, the third down back locked up, and I think Michelle will take over the first 2 downs and get a ton of rushing. I think both of them are viable options.
I like
moving
Michelle
forward.
a lot. I think he's gonna be great.
I
But,
don't doubt
I
that.
like Ekeler and Philip Lindsay better than I like James White.
I don't like Eckler better,
I
but
like him better.
maybe Lindsey.
I like them both better.
I don't know. I don't want to say that. I actually like James White better than both of those guys right now.
I like Tariq Cohen better.
Oh, okay. Now you're just trying to hurt my feelings.
Just telling you, that's the way it is. Mark this down. It's on video. We can
Yeah.
actually point this out later on in the year.
Well, he did just have that huge game, but you actually think that is going to continue?
I think they're going to get him more work.
Do you think he's going to be a boom or bust kind of guy, or do you
Yeah,
think
oh, yeah.
that he'll be consistent throughout
He'll
from here on out?
be a little more consistent. He's still going to be boomer bust, but at the end of the year, he's going to have more points than James White.
Ooh, I like that. We'll take that bet.
But the wide receivers are like, we can just say these top guys are
Yeah.
ridiculous. Okay, Calvin Ridley, #1 receiver right now in standard scoring. Standard scoring, #1. Is that for real? Not #1. He didn't even do anything game 1.
I don't think he'll finish in the top 10.
No,
personally.
he just can't keep up that touchdown pace.
Yeah, it's too crazy. I
He
mean, how
only-
many touchdowns does he have?
What, he has 6 touchdowns. He only has 15 catches
6 touchdowns in 3 games.
on 15 catches. It can't
That's
continue.
amazing.
It can't continue. It just can't. He's good, but he's not that good.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill's #2. Yeah, that's for real.
Yeah.
Deshaun Jackson's #3.
No.
No. And he's still boom or bust. He's better this year than he's been in the past, but he still has no more than 5 catches in a game.
And also, I think
Top 20
I think
maybe.
Fitzpatrick leaving actually hurts him. He
Probably.
had such a hot start, and now you bring Jameis Winston back in. He wasn't that great last year with Winston.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that he is for real. I think that he's going to be playable, streamable.
Sometimes I just don't
But
trust
yeah,
him.
I don't either. I don't like it.
And Cooper Kupp, 4th in standard scoring right now.
I don't think, once again, I don't think he's a top 10 guy, but I think in this offense, he'll be a realistic starter week in and week out.
He should end as a top 20 guy
Yeah.
no matter what. I think, but that's how good that offense is.
Yeah.
Still might be the 3rd best on the team when it comes down to it. I love Brandon Cooks so much better.
Oh, I think Brandon Cooks is by far I think he'll finish ahead of him.
Yep.
I think Cooks is a top 10 guy.
And
I think at the back end.
in row right now, Coops 4th, Cooks is 11th, Woods is 12th.
Well, that'll be the big question. Can all 3 of them stay in, we'll just say top 20?
I think they can.
I was going to say they might.
The offense is that good.
It really is. If Goff keeps
it's-
humming like that.
It really is that good. And so the final one is Tyler Boyd going to be better than Antonio Brown all year?
Actually, no, I love Tyler Boyd. I think he is for real.
He's 18th right now.
But there's no way. Antonio Brown has to.
Antonio Brown's
he will
20th.
finish
So
up.
is that for real that he's only the 20th? No, he's going to end up in the top 3.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
I'll say top 5.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, you heard it here. Real, not real.
That James White, not real. Not real. He's okay, just not real.
Yeah.
He's real?
I think so.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll find out.
We'll see. I guess you decide who you trust more here. Me or Jeff?
Yeah. Only time will tell on that one.
All right.
So, Fantasy Football Prophet,
Yep.
check us out. Subscribe here if you liked it. And leave a comment, leave a question. We'll get back to you. Check us out on Patreon. Check out the podcast.
Go to iTunes, subscribe, 5-star review. Always helps.
Yeah, subscribe if you feel like it.
Yeah.
It'd be lovely.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
What's up?
Good.
I'm good.
Talk to you guys next time.
PlayStation, the Sega, my skill is still greater. The sickest thing since VD, wicked like VG. Live my life
You rock,
crooked
Jeff.
like
My
the
one
OBT.
rocks.
Please believe
Where'd you get it
this
from?
be the realest thing I ever wrote.
Where'd you find it?
Heavy smoke. Laugh now, cry later.
PlayStation giveaway.
Hey, if you want the PlayStation, let us know in the comments. You probably won't get it.
Maybe you will.
Probably not.